I see a lot of people who say, well, I want to make $1 million. All right, what are you going to do when you get the $1 million? You have to be really honest with yourself. Who are you doing it for?
Yes, the why is the most important part. I mean, it's not a secret. Great books have been written on knowing your why.
And maybe they want to know you as somebody who went out and challenged yourself in a different way and used all that drive that you're giving and working on somebody else's dream. You decided to do that on your own dream, and you're happy to live and die by the results of what you did that day.
Why are you doing this? Is this because you believe society is supposed to be this model citizen? Is it because you want a bunch of likes on social media by a bunch of people that you can't stand? Or did your parents lock you in a closet and tell you this is what the face of success looks like? Or do you want to truly change the planet? Do you want to be home and be the most lovingest mother or father to your children and or your husband or wife? And do you want to be dedicated to your faith? Do you want to make a lot of money because you want to save the world, or you just want to have enough resources to make sure your family has the things that you didn't have when you were growing up?
Has it changed? Absolutely. I'm 50 years old now, and my why has changed 10 times. Because for most of your life, up to 20, you're going to be somebody's daughter or somebody's son. After that, you're going to be somebody's wife, somebody's husband, somebody's parent, somebody's grandfather, grandmother. Who the hell are you? What's your why? And don't be apologetic about it. Nobody else has the blueprint to who you are. Because I can't doubt anybody for whatever their why is, right? There's no better why. Yours is not better than mine.
You're going to get drawn off course like we all do, but you got to understand that why, and it's got to be serious.
And I think the question right there that somebody asks themselves is, what's their why and what do they want to get out of it? What's the reason you're doing it for?
You look at new businesses now, one of the top area of new businesses being open are opened by empty nesters. And it's usually opened by empty nesters because they lived for everybody else, and now they have money or time where they can follow their real dreams, and they realize coming to this part of their life that what's life going to be if I never did what I wanted to do? Right? So purpose is the real thing. I mean, as I found FUBU, it was because of purpose.
And a lot of people, when they get to that point of, I'm going to sign the deal with the podcast, or I'm going to do this show, or I'm going to marry this woman, or I'm going to do, what's the why, the true why?
On the other side of the table, you need to understand, once you understand your why, you need to understand, what are you willing to accept or not accept during a negotiation? What are you willing to put in best efforts for the other person on the other side of the table? And what are you willing to walk away from? Once you understand those whys, that will help drive you when you go and try to go after targets.
I thought that FUBU maybe would be a boutique that my friends and I could make a couple of dollars in and feed our families. But as that purpose grew more and more and more, it became a global brand because I loved going to work every single day. I loved doing what I was doing.
It took many, many years for me to realize what my why was, and maybe that's why I failed the first couple of businesses that I opened. But I don't want you to do that. I want you to study what your why is right now, dig narrow and deep, maybe bring some friends around you, ask a couple of members of your family to all write down 2 to 5 words that you describe or who you represent, because maybe you're too close to it. But you got to find out your why, and if you find out your why, you're one more step ahead than anybody else out there. So discover your why. So I always say you should never stop trying to learn new things. So I hope you learned something new from that video. Now, if you're ready to level up and hear from business experts every week, give this video a like, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you soon.